Hey guys, welcome to the next episode in Let's Play Football Manager with Brighton, and this is the league as of June 2024. And yes, we can see it again. It happens once more. We haven't won the league. It's been a sort of yo-yo-y backwards and forwards tussle between ourselves and Manchester United. But look who's in second there. Yes, Liverpool. They've actually come up and finished second again. That is very like Liverpool, though. They can always finish second, that'd be considered pretty good, like, oh yeah, second, especially considered the last 10 years has been essentially barren, since they've gone through like 4 managers, finally stuck with Slaven Bilic, but unfortunately hasn't quite got them to the title, but nevertheless finished above me, so I can't say about that. And then you've got Arsenal bringing the up the rear there in 4th, level on points with us, just beating us by goal difference. Again, it's sort of, if you look at the draws, again, I want to say it's draws. 7 draws, but 6 losses. 6 losses. That's quite a lot. So, yeah, I'm not going to... look at Chelsea in 5th. Look at their goal difference. That kind of says it all. Man City finishing down in 7th. I don't know what's happened to City. They just... I think they must be like Argentina. They've got not a great defence. Well, let's check the goal. Yeah, if you look at City, yeah, exactly. They are like a club version of Argentina, brilliant going forward. Look at that, they've got the most goals. They've got 103 goals, but they've shifted 69. Now, that's the same as Tottenham, who are 13th, which is quite odd. I still can't get used to that because I'm just used to Tottenham after a period of time, like, becoming big. They were one of our big title rivals in FM12, and I still can't quite get used to them being very mid-table. So, yeah, that is a strange one. But as you can see, they shifted the same amount of goals as Tottenham. They're down in 13th there. In fact, less than In fact, yeah, good God, look at that. Less than Mill. It's astonishing, really is. So you can kind of see there, the defence isn't that great, but up front they're fine. And it's down to one man who I will show you now. He should be at the top, I think. Yes, this guy, Neil Dudell. I've already mentioned him before. And you can also see Mickey Farah down there. So, there's a midfielder finishing inside the top 10. Getting amongst the number 9s there. Look at that. Look at all them number 9s. This Barry Wallace is probably the reason why Liverpool finished so high. He's a very good player. Paul McDonald, he's been going for a while now. This guy is ridiculous. I have thought about buying this guy, but I won't. I just thought he was a flash in the pan thing. Will Keane. I think he is a real player. Yes, he is. He currently plays for, in real life, Manchester United. Of course he does. I remember seeing him. I think I might have actually seen... Oh no, that was someone else. I've seen this guy make a few first team appearances once or twice in like the Carling Cup. The League Cup nowadays. I've seen him make a few appearances, but apart from that, he's Ipswich and got 21 goals, which is pretty impressive, especially when you look at the league and consider the fact that they finished bottom. So yeah, and as you can see, Everton got relegated, which took for about 2043 or something before they got relegated on FM12. So I don't know quite what happened there. Well, I know what happened there actually. We've got they had the manager. If I just show you them real quick, they had where are we landmarks? David Moyes got sacked. I don't know what happened there. That's obviously not. I love that. Sorry, like a year and a half after he signs a four-year contract, he gets sacked and get relegated. That's quite amazing. And so Unai Emery comes in to try and take him back up. West Brom was sort of standing on in there, just almost as like no one's noticed them. Very odd. Don't know how they managed to squeeze towards Blackburn, but that's how it stands at the moment. So. Apart from a few players I've let go on loan and stuff, there's no one else new except for this guy here. This is Livio Bizzarri, another Italian. I will talk more about this in the next review on Italians. You may notice a trend. I don't know why, but I'm strangely attracted to Italians. That came out wrong. Actually, I am attracted to Italian women. That's who isn't. But yeah, he came from Roma, 1.4 million. And again, another potential centre-back. Now, if I just show you the team real quick, the age is starting to possibly catch up to a few of these centre-backs now. I've got Hagazzi on 30. This will look a bit more... Obviously, they'll be older when we get to February, but I just want to point this out now. Just bear that in mind. Age is starting to catch up with these guys a bit. So, yeah, as you can see, there's the team. Let's go over the fixtures. So... Where were we? From February. I think it was last Huddersfield. I think was the game. So this is how it's done. So Roberto Rubio struck a hat trick against West Brom, as well as Wellington also chipping in there. So that was good. So West Brom, finishing. I think we finished sixth, as you saw there. So that's a pretty good result for us. And then we went to the Emirates and actually won. I'll show you these goals. Kenny and Farah scoring. So Farah got 16, as you saw. Actually, Chamberlain actually put them in front, and they could have killed us off nearly if this Bourgeois scored the penalty. I think I may have bought the wrong Bourgeois years ago. I bought two of Bourgeois, and he was terrible. And they got this guy, and he was pretty good. But they really probably could have killed us off if they scored there. And as you saw at the start, Mickey Farah got 16 goals, which is mightily impressive for a midfielder, especially a young midfielder. I think he's only he's 24 now, so he is. I would expect him to be at tip-top level. I think he is at tip-top level. 16 goals is pretty decent. Admittedly, if he's not Frank Lampard, he shifts like 25 goals a season, puts in loads. Well, really, I don't know what Oxlade-Chamberlain did there. I can never say his name without slurring it. Did to Jeffrey Bruma there, but he certainly gave him a good run around. As you can see, he's just dominating Chamberlain at the moment. He's not as impressive as you might think. Oxlade-Chamberlain, he's good, don't get me wrong, this guy is quite good on this, but he's not setting the world alight, and that is a great finish from King Kenny. I realise it still sounds like I'm saying King Kenny, but it's not, it's Keane, because he is Irish, in case you are wondering if you are new to the series or whatever, as I'm noticing a steady influx of subscribers every day, so in case you are new to the series, I do suggest you continue watching, but also remember to watch the backlog of episodes I've got. We're racking up a few now into 2024, so Ganso incidentally has retired. I will get onto that in a moment. Ganso's retired now. I think he was 34. Usually, we were struggling to get into the first team. I was getting stuff from the assistant saying he's past his peak. It'd be better if he just and it's quite concerning when you see that. It's like ex-player is past his peak. He can't perform substantially at this level anymore, and he must be essentially eradicated from the team. But a nice goal there from Farah, and that was the winning goal. I mean, apart from that sort of opening 20 minutes, they really didn't offer a great deal. Probably from this big moment here, I think that was the penalty. I think it hasn't come up. After that penalty mistake, kind of just went into the shell, Arsenal, and just obviously they started loads of shots, but most of them shots were all in this sort of 20-30 minute period. So incidentally, Jack Robinson is there at Arsenal, who I believe, and I've also got Wanker, look. Incidentally, Jack Robinson, today is the day he has gone on loan to Wolves, so any Wolves fans, you got yourself a decent player. Now, oh boy, then I was dreading this one. What happened here? Well, I'm going to show you the goals. Now, no one stands out as being particularly... Camarota had a bit of an off day, but you can't really blame him. He can't be at fault for conceding 2 goals to Stevenage. But these things happen sometimes. You do get your giant killings, and it is the magic of the FA Cup and all that bullshit, which I absolutely despise as I support a Premier League club. But a really nice start. I thought, that's it, kill them off, that's there. Things gone. Stuart McEwen there, debut goal for him, the 6'9" monster signed from Liverpool, alongside, of course, James Agnew, who got from Chelsea, or may have been the wrong way around. But what they have here is pace, and you'll see this in the coming future, not only at the end, not throughout this season, but next season as well. I'm playing ahead of you guys, of course. And one thing they have, it didn't really come into effect here, as such. Craig Dawson had an absolute shocker, really. He's got to do better clearance than that. Diné getting himself in the way there, nice. It's not an overly weak team. Stuart McEwen hasn't got exactly the quality that, he's only 1.5 star in ability, and he's a very average option to have, but he's a cheap option, and he's not, his wages aren't ridiculous, and he's just, bear in mind, we might be rich, but we're not excessively rich like a Chelsea or you can't even see what happened there. The scoreboard is in the way, so I still don't actually know what happened. But Craig Dawson, absolutely dreadful. And he was why we lost. And generally, what I was going to say was they have pace, and generally, you're going to find, as I say, over the coming few days that this aging defence now. I mean, okay, we've got Pardo and Custas, who are both fairly young. I mean, Custas is 24, 25, and Felix Pardo and Lombardi are both in their teens. So, and then in the middle there, we've got sort of Dawson, Higati, and Bruma, who are 32, 33, 34, getting on a bit. And any time, as you know, you have two slow centre-backs, like they are going to be slow because they're older, and if the team has pace up front, forget about it. And that's what Stevenage had. They exploited our weaknesses there very, very well indeed. I picked the wrong team. I will hold my hands up there. Totally picked the wrong team. And then we got drawn against Real Madrid. How the fuck does that happen? I think did we win our group? I don't even remember. Oh, screw you then. As you can see, there they go, the holders. So, guess who won this then? Yeah, I might as well just show you this. Yeah, real quick. I went to the Bernabeu. I got a decent 1-0. Not decent, but it's and a respectable, I guess, respectable 1-0 defeat to Real Madrid. Incidentally, if you're wondering, well, now I can't show you. It doesn't really matter, does it? Past winners, as you can see, it was Real Madrid v Juventus this year. Just blow it up now. Look at that. Real Madrid, Real Madrid, Real Madrid, Real Madrid. Reminds you a bit of this. If when what's it called? The Di Stefano. I know. Sorry, is it De Stefano or Di Stefano? Whatever. The amazing Real Madrid centre forward. I think he was a centre forward. Who basically owned sort of the mid 50s to early 60s Champions European Cup, and sort of been a repeat there. Incidentally, I think Real Madrid have now won it a quite simply amazing 14 times. 14 times. Wow. So yeah, there you go. I thought that was okay. I thought if we get okay, we didn't get an away goal, but if we bring them back to the Amex, I thought we had a chance. Fortunately, we didn't. And as you can see, this is quite wedged in between. There was a difficult game against City, but we came away with a point, a respectable point. If you look at their position in the end, maybe it wasn't that decent. Maybe we should have won. But as you can see, I don't know why Man City feel the need on these games to constantly move to a new stadium. I don't know what it is on FM12. I mean, okay, yeah, it's not got the capacity that Old Trafford has or the Emirates have. Actually, no, East London isn't far off the Emirates, is it? It's like 50,000. East London's 45, same as Anfield, there or thereabouts. So yeah, they would obviously renovate East London. I mean, unless they got a huge bid for it or something. But yeah, I don't understand that. Played Arsenal anyway, so I'm just my comment there. Played Arsenal 2-0 as Zaha and Brevio scoring against his old club. I think that might have been a penalty. He's a very good penalty taker, Brevio. Yeah, thought it was. Yeah, he's very, very good penalty taker, very, very consistent. One of the few things I've not had on this game is a consistent penalty taker. But I'll show you this now, and I'll show you the other goal as well. On FM12, we were brutally inconsistent with the penalties. No, I couldn't find anyone who could take a good pen. Gerrard, Goet, Fredinho, Sadler. In fact, Sadler was shit at penalties. He actually never took one. What else? Who else was in there? I don't even think. What was that guy called? The young guy who basically became like the next big thing right at the end of FM12. I can't remember his name. But yeah, he was not that great. Actually, he was alright at penalties, but he was too young to be actually consistent. And why is it showing this? Wow, that's a long build up to the goal. Fast forward there a bit. Good grief. It's not really necessary, so that's a big highlight. Right, so you see Brevio done in and out. His former club, I should point out as well, bought him for just a shade under £10 million. And Wilfred Zaha causing all sorts of problems here. He is so good down that left-hand side. And I don't know what the player did there, what Martinez did there. It did seem a bit harsh. I don't care, personally. Well, hopefully the game will fast forward this. There we go. So as you can see, Brevio left footer and a very, very good penalty. So yeah, hopefully we have found a consistent penalty taker. Let's hope I've just not jinxed him. Right, okay, so we'll go from the Arsenal game here. There is. Let's Let me just steady that up a bit. So 2-1 against Nottingham Forest. As you know, I don't really like playing Nottingham Forest. I've lost them on several occasions, but not this time. Rodney Strasser getting perhaps to the end of his career as well now with 5.5. I'm not going to just base that off just one game, obviously, but he is getting old. That is a fact. I'm not just saying that because he got a 5.5. He is getting old. But he's a player that I like in a position where I think I can afford to have an older player. In that sort of defensive midfield role. I personally think that's where Jamie Carragher should play for Liverpool. Obviously, he's retiring, but even with his age, I would feel very, very comfortable with him still in there. So just a word on that. Obviously, I can't see him being talked out. He might do a Scholes, but I don't know. Anyway, so unfortunately we lost on away goals to Real Madrid. You probably saw that coming. As you can see, Ronald Custer's got us in front, or was it? Yeah, got us level. But unfortunately they got that away goal and that was it really. 2-2 on away goals. Not bad, fairly respectable against a very, very good Real Madrid team. I'll just show you there. I think I can't remember if they've got any real players. Jose Mourinho's still there. I'm trying to think if there's any players. They've got Thomas Muller, who is retiring. He is very good actually. They bought him for some stupid 42. Oh no, City bought him. They bought him for 4 million. That's an aging Muller. Good grief. That's not Pedro. It's not the. Yeah, I was going to say that's not Barcelona, is it? This guy is an absolute beast. I mean, real beast. He's 31 now, so his best days are probably behind him. But he is ridiculous. 20 finishing. Tottenham, I think, had him. Yeah, Tottenham for 20 million. And really? For 4 years service, £34 million. That's probably doing a Robin Van Persie, that, isn't it? They've got Oscar, who is obviously getting on a bit as well. Keep an eye for that. All I'm just going to say is keep an eye for him. Just remember his name. They've got Christian Eriksen, one who I was not able to pick up this time. This guy was really good. Rafael Ribeiro, which is a great name. He's a good little regen. He looks stoned. We've also got, what else have they got here? His name sounds familiar. Is he a regen? Yeah, he's American. Don't too many of them. And they've obviously got Ter Stegen as well. He's obviously going to end up somewhere. And Andre Ayew is another one. He always used to go to Arsenal FM12, didn't he? And anyone else there you might recognise. So you can begin to see the type of calibre of player that we're going up against there. And again, Cardiff always seem to have these great games against Cardiff. And Stuart McEwen, again, not bad. I mean, okay, he's only 1.5 stars, but he's a decent option. He's got his long red flowing locks. He's like a ginger Andy Carroll. And please tell me he's from Gateshead or something. Oh, he is from. His favourite club is Liverpool. That doesn't necessarily mean he's from Chorley. Yeah, fair enough. I wanted to make a Chorley FM joke there, but yeah. Watch Max and Paddy, you'll know what I'm talking about. 2-2 against United at the Amex. Possibly should have won here, but I think this was the time when I thought, oh dear, is the title slipping away from us? Zaha and Ferrer with 2 goals, but unfortunately that was not enough for the 3. 5-0 though against Wigan. Roberto Rubio really stepping on his game now. He's got 9.9. I don't think I've seen anyone get a 10 yet. I surely have at some point, surely. But Athley getting the other one is just domination. Roberto Rubio was very, very good there. 2-2 at St James Park, another place I don't really like going very much. I don't really do too well here. It's sort of these I think Newcastle are a mid-table team. They got relegated. That's kind of silly. But Ferrer off target there. So too was Athley. And then this happened. I'm not quite sure how that happened. But was it Barry Wallace? Because he is ridiculous. I think it was. Yeah, he got 2. This guy's insane. Look at that value. That's not his asking price. That's his value. And that's going to go all the way up to 41 million. I'm going to show you something in the next episode for next season. So as I say, I'm playing ahead, so I do know what comes and goes. But I want to show you something in relation to him. If you follow me on Twitter, you will have seen this already. Which link is in the description below. And it's something I've never seen before. It's ridiculous. I'll say it'll be in the next episode probably. Will it? Oh, I'm not sure. Yeah, actually it will be, and I'll remember. Hopefully. 4-2 against Southampton. Athley getting 2, Ward-Prowse and Ferrer. And Aston Villa 4-2. Incidentally, that 3-0 really did kill us off there. I think that was it. It was like, nope, we're not going to win the title. Basically, Liverpool hand the title to Man United. Typically. Oh no, they kept themselves in, didn't they? Of course, because they're still challenging for it. Athley, Ferrer and Zaha with the goals against Villa. And 4-0 against Tottenham. So let's see a lot of different goal scorers there. Pardo getting one up there. Athley, Ferrer and Brivio. And then a strange end to a strange season, playing at Old Trafford, 4-2 against Manchester United. Dene getting himself sent off. This Danny Goddard really is, it's in his name, God. He is ridiculous. He could have had a hat-trick, but he missed at the end. What you can see, it was quite tight until, it was 3-2, 86 minute, and then this Patton guy scored. So it was quite a tight game, this one. It was a good little game. And then this was a crazy game. I played James Agnew, who is shit. I'm going to be honest. He's a good option. He's like Carroll. He's shit, but he's a good option because he's 6'9". And it didn't really matter. We probably, this Alex Nimley and Johannes Lang caused us all sorts of problems. It was a good way to end the season, in fairness. Actually, it wasn't. We lost. But, it was a good, entertaining game for the fans to go off with, if you know what I mean. And that was Ganso's last game. At least he gave it a bit of his all. And Ferrer put in a man of the match performance, even though he's on the losing team and didn't score. So, that is how things looked, unfortunately. A bit of a shit season, to be honest. Got knocked out by Stevenage, who are... Actually, we'll show you who's going up as well, replacing Newcastle, Everton and Ipswich. I'll find out where Stevenage are from as well, because I've forgotten. So we're going to have Peterborough, Stoke and Sunderland going down, or Bristol City, Watford and Sheffield Wednesday. Yes, that is still Lincoln City and Oxford City in the frigging Championship. And Crewe Alexandra as well are up there. Charlton are back in there. Colchester in there. Crazy. Swansea are down there, yes. League One. Where are Stevenage? I'm sure they're in here somewhere. I'm pretty sure they're League One. Forest Green Rovers in League One. Well, not much longer. Fulham, yes, they once again sink. I don't know why, but they really do not do very well on this at all. They sink like a stone. As you know, they were in, I think they were in like the conference by the time we got to like 2045 on FM12. So, yes, Reading are also in there. It's a very strange one. I can't explain that one either. League 2, this really is not looking good for us. Where the hell are Stevenage Borough? Yes, there's Gateshead being promoted into League 1. There's also Bolton in League 2. Southport are also in there. I've made a few references to them before. Chester City are back in there. Are you serious? Where the hell are Stevenage? I've not missed them, have I? Oh, Jesus. Jesus Christ, where are they? I haven't actually seen them. Oh, God, I'm going to have to fix... They're in the Championship, thank God. I was going to say. Where are they? I've missed them. Oh, there they are. Just surviving by the skin of the teeth by 3 goals. Goodness me. And yeah, these are some of the leagues if you're interested. Oldham there in League 2. Tranmere getting promoted back into League 2. Tranmere, what are you doing down there? What are you doing? North Premier League conference thing. Boston United, obviously, it's a bit of a pain having to travel to America all the time. I'm joking. Please don't write in the comments, please. I know I can't use sarcasm anymore because people fall for it. And yeah, there you go. There's them as well. Never seen that before. 10 points deducted from Gloucester, 10 points from Welling. They would have stayed up as well if they hadn't got that 10-point deduction. I can only assume then if I just click on Welling, financially they're okay. Fielded an ineligible player? I don't know. Yeah, there you go. So there's them leagues for you. So then this is of course the Premier League, the one that actually matters. Just kidding. Yeah, so thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, and I will be back then with the February review very shortly. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.